Hello everybody, welcome back to Space Pickle Designs. Today I have a video for you. We're going to make 3 different types of earrings using these Czech Flat Pear Brios, and I've noticed that we get a lot of these in like the subscription boxes and stuff, so I thought I'd give you some ideas on how to use these. I got some in the most recent Softflex / Jesse James mystery or Pantone bead mixes, and then I've got them in Sam's bead box a lot and throughout other subscriptions. So these are big statement pieces, but it's like, what do you do with these? So I'm just gonna give you 3 ideas. So if that sounds like something that you'd like to see, then just keep on watching. Okay, so for the first pair, we're going to go big or go home, and we're going to make this pair right here. And I love these. I think they're so cute. I just recently got this brown one in the Caramel Cafe Pantone bead mix, I believe. So what we're going to do here, I have all the supplies. This also uses a bit of, I had an extra piece of Softflex. So this is probably like it's probably 5.5 inches that I had overused for my necklace. And what I've done here is I strung 64 tri-cut 15-0 seed beads. So I'm not a serial killer. I'm not going to make you watch me do that. So I've already done that. And I'm put the bead bug on one side. So we're going to take the other brio here. And this is what we're going to do. Take the bead bugs off. Be careful, be careful, be careful. And we're going to feed it through our brio crisscross. So we're just going to crisscross it through. And it'll be easier if you're not using like a little, extra cut off piece of Softflex, but I just wanted to use it all. So this is just an idea for you. So what we're gonna do is then take both of these and put a crimp tube on both, going the same direction. And this is a Softflex crimp tube. It's gold filled. And my nails are way too long, y'all. Like I said, I'm in the process. I'll go get them cut the next time I go get my nails done. But yeah, it's making it a little more difficult. Okay, so we got it positioned here. One side should be longer than the other, and that's just to make it easier on you. But what we're gonna do is actually get it down to where it kind of matches the other one. We're going to take the longest piece here and fold it back down into the crimp tube. So you're going to have 3 pieces going through. Just got to work it in there. Let's see if we can use the pliers to our advantage. Come in clutch there with the pliers. So you hold the top one, pull it through until your loop is about the same. Now just be forewarned, it's never gonna be exactly the same unless you would have spent like a million hours, but ain't nobody got time for that. And they're gonna be on opposite sides of your head, so don't stress. This is supposed to be fun. Okay, so this is looking pretty similar, right? Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. You're gonna take the magic crimpers, or you can just take regular crimpers and then use a crimp cover or whatever you wanna do. I'm going to put this in the channel here, flatten it, go perpendicular, flatten it again, and then I'm just gonna take little bites as I go around until I get my bead. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. I'm gonna take the excess off, put that off to the side. Take the excess off the top. And this is what we have so far. You could actually leave it like that if you wanted to, but we're gonna take it one step farther here. I had these cute little furry, like little ball charms, and I'm just gonna attach this with a jump ring to the inside of the loop. And y'all, I don't know where I got these. I think I got them from Fire Mountain Gems, but these are sturdy. So I'm just gonna put it on the beaded chain part here. Put that little fur ball on there. Close it up, and then that'll, without providing a lot of weight, that'll help keep that loop down nice and secure. So then we're just gonna add the ear wire here, and I used antique bronze just to keep with that caramel coffee theme. And this is our fun pair of earrings. This is first set. Okay, we'll set those off to the side. Okay, so the next one we're gonna do is this earring here. And this also uses some Czech daggers if you don't really know what to do with them. Now this is, I would say, one of the more traditional ways to that I've seen people use these brios. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take like a 15-inch piece of 20 gauge is what I like, but you can use like 22. I'm gonna use about 15 inches here, cut it off the spool. And what we're gonna do, this is really simple. I'm gonna put one edge through. We're gonna extend it about 3 inches, 3 good inches there. Yeah, like 3 inches. Gonna fold one wire up. Fold the wire like that. So our longest wire is off to the left here. I'm gonna actually bend that up straight. And then our short wire is right here, and I'm going to bend that 90 degrees. Okay, so that's what we got so far. I'm going to hold this with my bent chain nose pliers. I'm going to do 3 wraps and then cut it off in the back. Okay, so this, we gotta choose which one we want our back to be. I'm gonna choose, the way that these loops look does not matter right now. This is the beauty of this one. Okay, so what we wanna do is we now wanna take our, you can use your, let me see, you can use these if you want, but I like to use my step pliers just because I like to have the same size loop for every single one that I do. And I'm gonna use the smallest loop. I'm gonna bend that. We're just gonna do wire wrap. Okay. And now we're gonna wire wrap. And we're just gonna wire wrap the whole thing here. Sorry, my wire is scraping. So I'm gonna take my other pliers here, hold the loop while we wrap. And we're just gonna wrap messily. And then you want your brio to be kind of straight there. You bring it down the glass a little bit. And then right here, when we get to the front, we're gonna go here. 2. There we go. And I have the AB flash facing upwards so we can see all that beautifulness on the front of the brio. We want to position this dagger stuck on the wire a little bit. Okay, there we go. We want to position that right to the front, make sure it's centered. You want to kind of look at your other one and make sure it kind of matches. So there we go with that. And then we're going to wrap it around once. And then in the back here, we are going to wire wrap. And then we're just going to make a cute little swirl on the back here. And that's just to keep the little edge in the back cute. So then we're gonna add our ear wire right here, and here is our matching pair of earrings. So those are pretty cute, and those daggers are gonna stay in place pretty well. All right, next pair. Sorry about that. My if you could hear that talking in the background, my husband, he has a very you know, booming voice. So next pair, so we just have kept the brios pretty plain so far, but another idea that you can do is actually glue something on the front. And now this is a vintage Swarovski. This is like a rose cut Swarovski, and it was a flat. And all I did was use a little bit of super tight here. Use a super small amount or you're gonna make a huge mess. But let those dry, and this is what I have, okay? What we're gonna do the same technique as we did before with the purple ones. So we're gonna do another wire wrap here. And this is gonna be, I have probably 20 inches on this one because I wanted this one to have a little bit more messy. So we're having the 3 inches on the left side here, crossing the wires up top. The long one we wanna make perpendicular, or we wanna make vertical, okay? And then the short one, we wanna make 90 degrees. So that's what we have. Right here, I'm gonna take my bent chain nose. I'm gonna wrap this twice. This is 20 gauge gold wire. I'm just a 20 gauge fan, you know? Okay, so we're gonna put that little piece off to the side there, keep it in your scrap pile. We're gonna go and make another loop just like we did before. We're gonna use the smallest one. And this is what we've got so far. So sorry, this wire is a little bit long. I don't want it to hit the camera. There we go. So we're just making the wire wrap. And we're making it messy. And I love this, the blue and gold. I think it looks really festive, especially for the holidays. So right now it's sturdy enough because this is 20 gauge wire. I can just hold it with my hand. It's kind of why I like it so much. But we want to bring this down. Bring it down the brio a good amount. And we want to make a couple crosses, and then we are going to do our little swirl in the back like we have. Wrong pliers, wrong pliers. I'm gonna start it with my little baby pliers here. And we're just making a little wire, cute little circle in the back. Why waste that wire, you know? And it keeps it from being sticky too. So then we're gonna take our little nylon gel here and just straighten it up how you want it. I like how it's a little, my other pair is a little wonky too. I kind of like it. So it's like, this is what the other one looks like. They're very cute. So because this is a Swarovski, let's polish that up and show the full beauty of that guy. That is a Swarovski crystal. Are we in love? Are we in love? Okay, so we can only use Swarovski with Swarovski, okay? There is no other choice. So what I'm gonna do is I have these, I think these are 6s. These look like a 6. But I also have this tiny little rhinestone spacer that I got in a Jesse James bead mix. And I keep all my metals separately in, like my little extra metals separately, like in a jar, like this. And I just pick them out when I need them. So fortunately, this little teeny guy was gold. So I think we're gonna use the clear crystal here, 6mm, a little tiny rondelle. This is probably, I don't know, that's like a 3. It's like a 3mm rondelle. It's super tiny. And to keep this simple, because this got a lot, she got a lot going on down there. She got a lot going on. we're just going to flatten off this guy right here. We're gonna do a little simple loop. Okay. Let me go ahead and cut a little bit more. Sorry, out of frame. What a tragedy. A tragedy has occurred. And I'm gonna take my smallest plier here. Make the little simple loop. And I'm working off the spool, okay? Working off the spool. It's my favorite. You wanna make sure for this one, we can adjust it later, but we want the loops to be perpendicular to one another. So I'm just bending that down. We're gonna cut a little bit off here. This is what we're looking like. Let's move this off. And we got our simple loop. Now this is actually perpendicular, so yay me, good job for me. And we are just going to attach it to our piece. Okay, so this is the front here. Let's get our ear wire. And these are some dangling dudes, little dangling dudes. But these are like, oh, you fancy, huh? That's what I feel about when I see these, because that's just how I feel. But since it's all Swarovski, they're gonna catch the light. So this is like our fancy pair, right? So here's our fancy pair. This is like for a night out, okay? We have got our everyday with our antique bronze, because that's everyday. I feel like gold sometimes is a little fancy, you know? And then we have our, oh, I'm here to play. We have our I'm here to play earrings. So these are the three these are the three ideas I came up with the Czech Pear Brio. And this is the 29 by 18 millimeter size. And this is what I came up with. So if you have any other ideas on what you do, I would love to hear about them down in the description below. And this should be uploaded on Christmas. It's Christmas Day right now, so I should be able to get it out soon. So if anybody's celebrating, happy holidays. Thanks for being here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.